everybody, welcome to my channel Behind the Vanity. I'm Jessica. I just gained a couple new subscribers this week and I just wanted to welcome you. Thank you so much for subscribing, and if you're new and haven't subscribed, I sure do hope that you'll want to. If you've been subscribed for a while and you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much. So I've just started a new series called Makeup Basket Monday, and of course I am in quarantine now and we're not going to work. We're not going really hardly anywhere. So needless to say, I'm not really wearing makeup much. However, since I do have that series and I started it last week, I'm gonna keep going with it. So I am experimenting with my makeup basket almost on a daily basis, that I'm really trying to experiment a lot with some different looks. So today I kind of want to create like a really fun spring look because it is spring. It's very rainy where I'm at and it doesn't much feel like it most days, and of course with everything that's going on, I really did want to really try to focus on a really fun spring look, and I'm kind of thinking purplish or something like that. So let's just see what we can come up with. I picked up this LA Colors brow gel, and this is in the color Deep Brown, and it is very pigmented, very dark, a whole lot darker than I thought it would be. But I got this, it's Bella Pierre Stay Put Brow Gel a few months back in an Ipsy glam bag, and it's in cardamom, and it's a little bit light for me. So I find if I mix these, it's like the perfect color. And I just kind of swirl my brush in kind of both of these colors, and then I just use the cap to kind of almost like an artist, like Bob Ross or something, kind of mixes paint. That's kind of what I'm doing at the moment with these products. I sure do hope everybody is staying entertained and staying healthy, sane, and just overall well, and not too scared, not too worried, not too anxious. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this LA Colors contour stick. This is in light and it is from the Dollar Tree. And I'm gonna just kind of go all around my eyebrows like this. I really feel this helps clean them up a bit and helps them look a little bit more defined. And I've been really enjoying doing this lately. So I film 3 days a week now, starting last week. Went from 2 to 3, and I kind of have high hopes that I'm gonna film more and post more. I may film more, I don't know that I'll actually get around to posting more, but I will surely try. Well, I post on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays now, and then you take a brush and you just kind of smooth it out, blend it in. So I post Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I'm hoping that I can kind of put up a random Tuesday or Thursday video up or something like that during this time. I know I definitely will have more videos, like Insta videos, like videos on my Instagram, because those are really easy to kind of make and edit and put up there. And I don't do as much as I should on my Instagram, so I for sure will do that. And but I would like to think I'll maybe film an extra, kind of an unofficial video every week up here, just to kind of do my part in entertaining everybody. I'm a singer, and I know there's a lot of, well, I work as a magician's assistant. Well, I work as a magician's assistant full-time, but I'm actually a singer, but I do not have the guts to like sing on the internet for you all. So I'm gonna just kind of stick to makeup and talking about other things. So for the stage, I try to stick to singing or doing magic. I don't like to talk on stage. I've got a little bit of stage fright with speaking. I mean, I can do it if I absolutely have to, but in this realm, in the internet realm, I'd rather just keep it to talking, oddly enough. It's just, I don't know, just part of what makes me weird. So I'm just gonna go ahead and prime my eyes just a little bit, and I'm just gonna use my L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. It's in vanilla, so it's really light. Perhaps a little bit too light for me, but I did kind of buy this for my eyes, so that's kind of why I went on the lighter side. I mean, I know we're not supposed to touch our face. My hands are clean. They're clean. I've washed them. sometimes, like, especially applying eyeshadow, I've had some difficulty and some success creating some eye looks recently. And sometimes you just gotta apply it with your finger. I mean, there's just like no other way around it. Sometimes that's just the best way to get like a pop. So, of course you need brushes for like blending and all that kind of stuff, but I have a relative look in mind with this eye palette. So we're just gonna have to see how it turns out. So again, taking the Collab Sunset Dreams palette, I'm gonna also use my Collab brush. This is a really nice brush. This is like an all over shadow brush. I'm gonna go into this color right here. It's kind of like a light peachy orange. And just kind of blend that all over. This brush, okay, so I've been using, like, I got a brush in an Ipsy last month, and then I've got a couple other blending brushes that like used to be my favorite. I guess I can include this one too. This one's new, so I've only used it, and it's honestly not very good. It feels like it's like a nice brush, but the actual using of it isn't good. Then I've got two other brushes that I use a lot that I think I got them both in Ipsy's. This is on another level. Bought it at Sally's along with this palette, and I'm gonna have to go pick up. I think I'm gonna buy a couple more of their brushes because they're really good. And let me show you the difference. So I'm gonna kind of show you the difference between how this brush performs versus, because I've got nothing else better to do than to really break this down. So see how that color is on there? I'm gonna go ahead and use like a similar brush. So like a similar brush, well, something I used to use for blending a lot was this Firma. It's a little bit longer and a little bit less densely packed, which makes a difference. But this is what I used to use, and so I've found myself kind of frustrated with some of my brushes here recently. So my brush collection is needing like a major overhaul. I just haven't really gotten around to it yet because I'm a little bit afraid. You know, you want to buy good brushes, and it's hard to know what you should spend $20 a brush on, or whether or not you can spend 10, or I think this brush was like 10 or 11 or 12 or something like that, or 15. I can't really remember. It was somewhere in there. It was somewhere between 10 and 15, I think. And so not too bad, not cheap, but not the most expensive. And honestly, my favorite brush up to that point was the brush that comes with the Naked Honey palette. It kind of has one end that's kind of densely packed and short, and then one that's a little bit more, it's longer and it's a little less dense, and it's so much better than this one. So that's been actually like my favorite brush, but I kind of forget to use it because I have it in the palette. So it made me wonder if I should buy like Urban Decay brushes. But it's scary. I don't know if I want to spend the money on Urban Decay brushes. I've also considered it. So let me know, comment below and let me know your favorite like eyeshadow brushes. Any price point, it doesn't matter. I'm open. So this side here, you can see it's just a little bit poppier. It's like I can't quite get the color up here as much as I want to. And you can really see it's a little bit more vibrant on this eye. So that just shows you what the different brushes do. You have one longer, less densely packed, one shorter, more densely packed. This one's gonna deposit more color than this one. And I guess I kind of like that. I guess I'm just gonna go back in and get this a little bit better. I guess I kind of gravitate towards a little bit of a heavier look sometimes, so I like that. But so anyway, that was a long-winded way to say that I'm wanting new brushes. And I really like this Collab brush. So now I'm going to go in with this kind of orangey color here. And I'm just gonna use the same brush. So hopefully everybody is not being driven crazy, being at their house with whoever they're. I don't have kids, so I don't have to deal with that whole thing with the homeschooling or anything like that. I probably wouldn't be very good at it. Just got cats. That's it. But so it's just me, my husband, and the cats, and really we get along very well. We kind of are on the same schedule anyway, so we're home together a lot anyway, so we're kind of used to that. But we do kind of live in a small house. Our house is probably the size of a decent sized apartment, so there's not a lot of places to be. I film in this room here. It's our third bedroom, and our rooms are so small. And since we have no kids, we have a guest bedroom, our bedroom, and this room is basically our closet. We have our bureaus in here and we have a closet, and so that's where I film. Okay, so now I'm hoping this really comes out nice. I'm gonna take this dark brown color here. Again, same brush. Probably just gonna use this same brush the whole time. And I'm gonna put it all on like my lid up to the crease. But yeah, generally speaking, we don't get in each other's way. We don't really, we don't avoid each other. You really can't avoid people in this house. But you know, we try to be, we're respectful, but we're also we're respectful in that we try not to do anything to really annoy each other, but we're also respectful that we have things we do like to do. So we just let each other do them without complaining about them. And so for him, you know, he's gonna deal with me filming, and I don't close the door because the back side of this door is ugly and it would really just look bare behind me. So I leave the door open, and so he tries to be quiet while I film. So there's that. That's what he deals with me. What I have to deal with is that he likes to play the banjo. Help me. Yeah, so what do you guys deal with? Why don't you let me know, entertain me, because if you can top that, I'm sure you can. I'll be very interested to see, but comment below and let me know what you deal with, and vice versa, what, you know, your husband or your wife has to deal with. You know, we're all dealing with something, I guess, you know. I went out running today, and it's just kind of a nasty day today, raining, and I ran out in the rain for an hour just to be out and away, and I wasn't near anyone. There was no one at the park, so, but sometimes you just got to get away, and I just got soaked, didn't care. So, okay, that's a good base. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take that other brush and kind of mix into these two, the first two colors that I did. I'm just gonna kind of mix into both of them just a little bit and just go back up into this crease, just kind of lightly. There's a purple in here that I think kind of needs a little bit of a base. Sometimes when you have like a shimmery color or like a duochrome, you have to put it over something. It just helps the result. So I'm just taking the fallout that was from the brown, put that on my hand and show you. So this is the purple that I'm wanting to use. And I'm gonna show you kind of what it looks like on its own. And then what it looks like when it's on top of something else. See, it's like two different eyeshadows. So I'm gonna try to recreate that there in the middle. And then let me see, I wanna take this, there's like a really pretty duochrome that I've only swatched it a little bit. So let me take that and put that over and show you that too. I love a duochrome, and I literally like always gravitate towards like a greenish one. See, and so that's there, those two on the end. That is the same color, but it's just on brown versus by itself. It just changes really depending on what you have underneath it. So, and really they're both way more striking over something, I think. Sometimes if people don't like a duochrome, and if you don't know what a duochrome is, it's just where it's like a shimmer shade that like, it kind of shifts in color, so it'll look like one color in one kind of light and like another color in a different kind of light. And they're really pretty, but they can be a little different to work with if you're not used to it. So I'm gonna take that brush, I'm just gonna clean it off because I'm gonna use the same brush. And I'm gonna pick up some of that purple. I'm gonna spray my brush because that's gonna help concentrate the color. I did this opposite for so long. I would wet my brush, then put it in the color. And then I saw someone doing it the other way around, like spraying, like putting it in the color and then spraying the brush, and it's kind of a game changer. So I'm gonna put this pretty much over where I put the brown. I'm gonna start on the inner part and kind of see if I wanna work out. I might leave it kind of smokier on the outside. I'm gonna take like a different brush. This is just another little firm kind of a brush. And I'm gonna go into this is again in my makeup basket this week. All the products or at least the color products, the blush, bronzer, eyeshadow, shimmer, and lip stuff is all in my makeup basket. I'll put a link up to my last Makeup Basket Monday video, but I'm gonna use this LA Colors highlight, and this is in Shine Bright. It's just kind of like a champagne colored highlighter, and I'm gonna use this to kind of highlight right under my brow bone. And then I'm just gonna take that, just like a blending brush, and I'm gonna go into that lightest like orange, that like first color that I went into. And I just kind of want to blend that a little bit. So I'm trying to decide if I want to make it like a little smokier or not, and I don't really know. I think I might go ahead and implement some of this yellow. Again, also in my makeup basket, it's this NYX eyeshadow single. It's an STFU. It's just a matte yellow. I'm gonna just use another blending brush. Again, one that I've fallen out of love with. Actually, no, you know what? Life is short. I'm gonna use my Naked Honey brush. I'm gonna use the long end of it, the longer end of it. I'm gonna try to hold off putting gold in my inner corners because I do that like all the time. I'm gonna go ahead and put lashes on and then finish up the eye look and apply everything else. I'll be right back. So I'm gonna keep this look a little bit softer than I normally do. So of course I'm not gonna add any liquid liner. I'm just gonna kind of line my waterline a little bit and just try to keep it to a minimum, and then just kind of line under my eyes with some shadow. So like, what is your style? Like for staying home, not going anywhere. I feel like there's two types of people. There are people that, you know, feel the need to kind of get up and kind of get dressed. And this is kind of like all the time, like a day off or like just getting up. Or there are people that like kind of get up and get into like kind of comfortable clothes, but like clothes nonetheless, like where you could go out in them. And even if they're comfortable and that's what they sit around the house in, even if like they don't leave the house, or you stay in your pajamas until you leave the house. Which one are you? And I've always been this way. If I'm at home, I'm in my pajamas. That's just like, no matter what, like I could come home knowing I'm gonna go back out later on, you know, and I will change to my pajamas when I get home and then change back into my clothes when I leave the house again. That's just how I am. I've always been that way. I used to think I was like the only one, but I think there are other people like that. So I don't think I'm special. Yeah, which one are you? Cause, you know, I know like, I don't, you know, who really sees people at home very much. You know what I mean? You don't really know like what category people fall in most of the time, you know? And I have no shame, by the way, in doing that, so. So I'm gonna take this brush, just like a little liner brush. I think I'm gonna layer it just a little bit. I'm gonna get just a little bit fancy with it, although you're probably not even gonna be able to tell. I'm gonna go into the orange, kind of the two orange colors, the first two colors that we went into. Like I said, I'm gonna get a little fancy, although I don't know that it's really gonna make a huge difference. What else do I have to do? I've kind of gained like probably 10 pounds in the off season from work, and I worked really hard like the 3 weeks before I went back to work to lose some of it and get kind of, you know, fit again. Not even just about the weight, but just I started running and just being a little bit more mindful of what I eat. And then I worked for 2 weeks, and then now I'm not working, so of course I'm continuing running and trying to be mindful. But being home all day, the eating thing, for me, it's not so much at night, like, which is weird. And I used to have a hard time at night with eating, you know, but for me, it's actually during the day. So I need to try to keep busy during the day to not eat during the day as much, like to not, you know, just want to like keep eating. So I'm gonna go back into that. I'm gonna go into that dark color. This is a little extra, and I don't even have to clean the brush off. And I'm gonna kind of concentrate this towards the outside. Then I'm gonna clean it off and go into that purple color again and just kind of put that on top of everything. I'm gonna even bring the purple towards the inside. I may even really concentrate it on the inside with some setting spray. So we'll just, we'll get there when we get there. And we're there. Okay, I'm like really, really pumped about this look. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm going to film a little video for my Instagram about some stuff I just received in the mail. It's gonna be just like a little Instagram video. I will probably put it in my stories, which I really don't do much or haven't done much. But I'm gonna film that video, and then I'm gonna be washing this makeup off. I'm gonna take some pictures, and then I'm gonna be washing it off. So I do not want anybody, whether you know me personally or not, I don't want anybody to think I'm walking around the house like this at all. Because A, it just wouldn't quite be me, but, and there are people that know that, but I know all of you guys aren't probably gonna do that either, so. And if you are, oh my gosh, God bless you, because I so wish I could be that person. Okay, I'm very happy with it. So now we're gonna move on. And I'm gonna try to keep all this as brief as I can. I filmed a full face of Dollar Tree makeup, and I don't know if it'll be up before or after this video, but this stuff here was surprisingly good. I don't know how good for you it is, but surprisingly good. Good enough to just put on and like wash off, for sure. So I'm just gonna put a little bit, it's a BB cream. I got the shade medium. They had 3 shades, which I was actually surprised about. Usually they just kind of hover in the medium kind of skin tone. They had a light, a medium, and a dark, which I thought was great. At least they're, you know, this is the Sassy Plus Chic brand, and at least they're trying. So that is good. They still have a long way to go, but that's okay. You know what? You know, really, I think the Dollar Tree, the face stuff isn't really what shines there. But when you're gonna do a full face, you gotta kind of pick something up, you know, and I have a Maybelline BB cream that I like, and I can't believe I just really started using a BB cream. And I have a couple CC creams that I got in like my Ipsy subscription, so can't believe it's taken me so long to kind of discover them. So see, really not bad. I mean, you know, for $1. The LA Colors foundation that in my very first YouTube video was not good, and it was LA Colors, so that is definitely much better. So if you have a choice between this and like the LA Colors liquid makeup, it comes in like a little round pump, get this for sure. So I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover. It's a contour concealing kit, and I'm just gonna conceal a little bit. I'm gonna go kind of light with all this. I'm not gonna go really, really crazy. I kind of want this look to look like a little fresher, a little bit less much than I sometimes do, which is hard, you know. As a stage performer, I have a very light, very heavy hand, sometimes with makeup. So I'm gonna set this down with my Revlon Photo Ready. It's like a translucent powder. I don't even think it comes in a shade. I think I got a translucent shade. It doesn't say on here, and I kind of got it sometime last year, so I don't really remember what the shade was exactly, but I think it's just like translucent. And I'm just gonna kind of help this BB cream just look a little bit more finished. See, I have a hard time just like not kind of going overboard with this sometimes, but that's okay. Then for my bronzer, I'm gonna use this YC collection. I got it in Ipsy a couple months ago, and it's turning out to be one of my favorite bronzers. Actually, I really like the color. It's very warm, and it's in my makeup basket this week because I thought it would go really nice with this kind of summery, fun palette. So, plus last week I used my Hoola bronzer, which is very well loved, and so I was like, I want to use something kind of newer this week. So. Then I'm gonna use my Tarte Amazonian Clay blush. This is in Party Dress. And I don't know if you guys notice watching all my videos. I'm sure you do. I'm terrible at remembering the products that I have sometimes. I always, especially some of these newer products that I'm not as familiar with that I get in like glam bags and stuff like that. I just can't always remember what they are, and the names are so long. I mean, Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. I mean, who can remember that? And I try to be as specific as I can. So this is kind of a good, again, I thought it would go really nice with this palette. So let's see, I got lips, but I got a little bit of highlighter. So I'm gonna use that same highlighter. I have another color too that I haven't quite used yet. I'm excited to. I'm just gonna use my Wet n Wild brush. And this goes on pretty heavy, so I have to kind of remember to go. I have a light hand with this as well. See, but this is really pretty. And I'm gonna keep the lips simple, and I'm just going to use my, again, I can't remember the name, it's L'Oreal Glowing Lip Gloss. This is in Sunday Fun Day. And I'm not even gonna do a lip liner with this. I'm just gonna put this right on top of my lips and just keep them really soft and casual. I was initially, when I bought this lip gloss, a little disappointed. It didn't look like what I wanted it to look like. So then I bought a lip liner to pair with it, and now that lip gloss, this lip gloss and that lip liner, it's a Rimmel lip liner. I've used it before on here. It's like my favorite lip combination like ever. So there you go, just kind of a fun, light, kind of spring, summer, happy kind of an eye look and overall makeup look today, using what is in my makeup basket this week, using the Collab Sunset Dreams eye palette, the NYX eyeshadow single in STFU, this lip gloss from L'Oreal, my highlighter, LA Colors highlighter, and this blush and this bronzer are all in my makeup basket this week. And so there's a couple things I didn't use, but I used a good majority of the products for this look. So I would call this a success, especially compared to sometimes how it can be when we try a new look. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. It'll just take 1 second and it helps me out so much. And don't forget to follow me on social media. I'll have my Facebook page and my Instagram linked below. If you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button for me. It helps me out again so much. And comment and let me know how you're dealing with everything. And I will see you next time. Bye.